LadyChann. Fight.
This is going to be the Fast and Furious
I know,
franchise of boxing. It's just, again, I don't need to see that again. I really don't.
Yeah, we don't. That's what I'm gonna be. But I mean, wouldn't that just be the best go-to move? That would be a go-to move for Wilder, just to get, because he's up in the age as well. He's 37, going to be 38 this year, at latter part of the year. I mean, wouldn't that just be a good move for him? You know, just let me just do the WBC.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to do the quick cash out, but LadyChann, since that fight, where he got bludgeoned pretty good by Fury in that third fight, he's fought all of 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. He's fought all of 2 minutes and 50 seconds against this sparring partner.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
So I don't know. I'm just like, with Fury, look, I think Fury is a very funny, quirky personality.
Oh, we're sick of him over here. You haven't. We're sick of him.
But LadyChann, can we be honest? Yeah. He's also full of, as you guys say, bollocks.
Full of bollocks. He's just bullshit, BS bollocks. Full of shit. He's full of shit. He's. I argue with a lot of these Furites. I call them
the Furites.
Yeah, the Furites, right?
You know, the funniest thing that Fury has ever said is before the rematch. They had a press conference out here at LA Live. That's when I was still with ESPN. So a group of reporters were around him.
Yeah.
And you got to have some guts to say this. He actually said, "Oh, I'm working on a new testosterone therapy program to get stronger for this fight." And we're like, "Yeah, what is it?" "Oh, I just jerk off 7 times a day."
Oh yeah, I remember he saying that. He's just a donut. He just says the wildest thing. But I don't.
So at that point, I started calling him Tosser Fury.
Yeah,
anyway.
Tosser.
Not Tosser.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, Tosser, the Dosser, the Tosser. That's what he is. We're totally just. He says one thing here and then another thing there. I just think he's a duck. I think I'm one of his harshest critics because I just see the trees through the woods. Unfortunately, like, let's talk. Like, what has he done, Steve? Am I missing something? Okay, he beat an already defeated Vladimir Klitschko. Cool. Took him, deleted that long reign, that long title reign that Klitschko had. Cool, I get it, I got it. The most boring fight, if you suffer from insomnia, it will get you to sleep easily. You did that in 2015. You've been a unified.
Then he didn't fight for 2.5 years. Let's not forget 3. That.
IBF got stripped. You vacated the others, the other 2. Then you come back after that hiatus. What did he have a warm-up fight before Wilder? Did he have Pianetta? 2, sure.
Pianetta and another one. And LadyChann, I am so sick and tired of people saying he's still the linear champion.
He's not. He can't be.
If you literally don't fight for more than 2 years, that lineage dies. I
did a whole report on this and people told me I was lying. Even when he denounced it publicly this last time before all of this rubbish, when you do a public announcement that you have retired, that is also your lineage ceased.
Yeah, and then people got upset at Ring Magazine because, get this, they took him at his word. Yes, yeah. That may be foolish to take Tyson Fury seriously ever, but I'm sick and tired of people counting his defenses like Francisco Pianetta, and I'm like, that's the problem that I have with the linear title. Because if you're going to just go by linear, well, Tyson could have fought you and me and say, well, he also beat Steve Kim and LadyChann. How much credit do you get for that?
Don't know about for you, but he gets a little credit for beating me, Steve.
Thank you. I just think here's the issue, LadyChann, with the belts, and people can have their disagreements with the organizations, but once in a while, the organizations will make you fight a real guy.
Yeah.
And that's why it's important to have mandatory challengers. And if you don't have that and you just leave the matchmaking to the discretion of the fighters and managers, they will fight flotsam and jetsam. That's the truth.
But why? Yeah, but why is it? Why does he get this pass? Tyson Fury?
Because he's
What?
a larger than life personality. Look, he is a very skilled guy.
Yeah, it's
And
good.
also, look, he also has the mental health card. And it's almost like once you bring that up, you're immune to criticism. It's the
Yeah,
truth.
I don't care. Criticize.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, look, me and
Like,
Mario, we were one of the few shows that said about Ryan Garcia. Well, if you're going to claim mental health, don't take photos that same weekend in Hawaii.
yeah, Hawaii with cocktails and stuff, and you know.
I mean that beats a rehab center, Hawaii, Waikiki, rehabilitation facility. But anyway, I just think that look, and I also believe this. If you look at the history of the British heavyweights,
Yeah,
you take away Lennox Lewis, most of the British heavyweights, Frank Bruno, Henry Cooper,
yeah,
they're kind of known for not being the best. So
yeah,
there's a large group of UK and British fans who are like, hey, that's our guy. We finally have a guy post Lennox Lewis that is the best in the world, and he beat the dreaded American Deontay Wilder. Because let's face it, there haven't been that many British heavyweights that have come to America and just wrecked havoc on the big fellas. Well, he has, and for that, he gets a lot of credit.
But wouldn't you say? But then, why? What I'm saying is, even before his loss, why wasn't Anthony Joshua given that same amount?
That's a very good question, because Anthony Joshua at one time had 3 belts, and he unified belts. And I actually did an interview with one of those channels out there, and I was like the only American guy saying, hey, can we give Anthony Joshua some credit? He's actually done a great job of making, you know what's funny? I will give AJ credit for this. He has increased and improved the economy of the heavyweight division by himself the last 6 years. That's on him. He did that.
No, not like that. That's a fact. That is a fact, actually. Wouldn't you say that he opened the doors to the Saudi?
Oh, him and Eddie Hearn, there's no doubt. I like Eddie Hearn's recent interview, the dashing Eddie Hearn. There's only been one guy that has done all this in the middle. Mwah! I was like, well, gee, Eddie, don't break your arm patting yourself on the back, but it is true.
Yes, it's true, though. I just watched that about an hour ago. But it's truth. You know,
and Eddie said something very poignant. He said, look, there's a certain, he basically said, look, Anthony Joshua's more popular. That's why he got the money he got. And that's why you're getting the offers you're getting. And there comes a point, LadyChann, the money is the money. And I am not saying fighters do not deserve to get paid a lot of money, especially if they have shown a market value. But if a fight is only worth, and again, only in quotation, only, let's say, 50 million, well, work off the 50 million. It doesn't matter if you want 70. That's not the way the business was. I read a book about Marvin Hagler. I read a couple of them.
Yeah.
Back upon his rise with Bob Arum, there were times, LadyChann, certain fights would give him a 7-figure payday. The next fight against the lesser opponent, Bob would have to explain to the Petronelli brothers and Marvin, like, hey, guys, this fight's not as valuable. I can only pay you $500,000. They didn't like it, but you know what, though? They accepted it because they really had no choice. They had to improve their standing within the business, and they had to fight.
And but that kind of way of thinking in this that's lost. This is nuanced boxing. It's all different variables now. Legacy doesn't really mean way of thinking in this that's lost. This is nuanced boxing. It's all different variables now. Legacy doesn't really mean much. Not saying that you're not supposed to, get paid, but it's belts do not mean anything.
LadyChann, no one is asking anyone to fight for free. I just love some of these fans, and I don't even think people realize, like, well, he only got $250,000. LadyChann, the average American salary is about $47,000 to $50,000.
I know.
So if someone only gets paid 5 times more than the average American salary, my God, let's not throw him a GoFundMe campaign. Come on, let's have some perspective on this.
Yeah, that's what I know. It's wild. I always look at those stats. It's between like 42,000 to 52,000.
Right, somewhere around there. So
look,
at the end of the day, the other thing that really mads me, LadyChann, is fighters will say, well, if I got 2.5 million for this fight, automatically, no matter who I fight, I need more money. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. What if it's a lesser opponent? What if you're fighting me? And only 2 people buy the pay-per-view? Right? I just don't get it. I get it, but I don't like it. Let's just
don't like it. A lot of these fighters have got a very inflated sense of their self-sense. Like, Not saying that what they do isn't, you know, great, but still, you just got to know what it is. You know, you guys are getting charged like 12.